Alrighty, let's talk about money. Um, I have acquired 3 of the new businesses with this biker DLC update thing. I have the weed farm, and these are all the cheapest ones that you can of them. So it's the cheapest weed farm, it's the cheapest cocaine factory, and it is the cheapest meth lab. And I'm going to show you they're all about at the same level as far as products ready to ship out. I'm just going to show you the difference in prices, and maybe if you haven't been able to buy one yet, this will give you a bit of a better idea on which ones you want to buy. And then I'll kind of go over my opinions and thoughts at the end of the video. So the first one we have here is the weed farm. As you can see, I have 3 out of the 5 things on the product. So if you look at the bottom right, 3 bars out of the 5 products filled. That means ready to go. So a little over half, I guess, and it's at 73.5. So that's a pretty good profit. It doesn't take that much supplies. So if you see at the bottom where it says supplies, I would say a full bar would get you about where I am at right now, maybe a little more. So like a full and a half like supplies, if that makes sense, would get you at that 3 level mark. It doesn't use a lot of the supplies, so a little bit goes a long way, but you don't make that much money off of it. So I'm probably looking at maybe only 100,000 or 95,000 for this one when it's all said and done. But I like this one. It's fun. It's cool to come in here and see all these pot plants. It's pretty sweet. It's like Christmas tree shopping, if you ever go Christmas tree shopping, and you walk through all the trees, but it's just weed plants. So if you're low on funds in GTA and you're looking to start one of these businesses, I would go with the weed farm to start off with. Alright, so this is my cocaine lockup, and as you can see, they're cutting some cocaine and making stuff and doing things and whatnot. And again, on the, did you just throw that away, bro? On the bottom right, again, once again there, you can see I'm not even halfway full. I only have 2 of the 5 bars, but I'm already at $80,000. I will tell you, this took a long time to get to. This, you're going to be waiting a while to get a full stock ready to ship and sell. One other thing I do want to mention is it does depend on where you ship these items. So if you go to sell stock, you can see it's gonna be 80 grand for like the Blaine County area, but if you go down to Los Santos, it's gonna be about 120 grand. So that's fun. There's a bit of an increase for if you sell it down in the Los Santos downtown area, because they pay higher prices because they're richer. They're not as rich up here in Blaine County. So you know, you're probably looking at, this is already over what the weed farm was. The weed farm was 3 bars for 75-ish. If I know it was only like 2 minutes ago, but I can't quite remember. But this does take a very long time to get, and it uses a lot of supplies. So you could have like a full thing of supplies, and you only get like a half or a quarter bar of product. So it does take a lot of time and effort and patience for that one. And now I will go on to the last one that I have, which is the Meth Lab. Okay. Whee! Alright, so this is the Meth Lab, and as you can see, it's just about at the 2 bar mark, which is the same as what the cocaine factory was. Or the cocaine lockup. This doesn't quite take as long. I mean, so this one would be kind of like the in-between of the cocaine and the weed, kind of the better of 2 evils. If you had like over $1 million or like $1.5 million, I would say this one is your best bet, would be the cheap methane lab. because it doesn't take as long as the cocaine. You don't make as much money as the cocaine, but you make more than the weed, and it takes, a little bit longer than the weed farm to get the stuff, and you don't use as much supplies like you do with the cocaine farm. I feel like the cocaine just takes a really long time. That's what I've kind of found with it. And the weed farm, you don't get that much of a profit for the time you do spend getting supplies and stuff. So just about 60 grand for 2 full bars of product, which back at the cocaine was about 80 grand. So, do the math, figure it out. My opinion, the way I feel, if I only had a limited amount of money, I would start off with the Meth Lab. That is, if you had not a limited, let me rephrase, not a limited amount, but a comfortable amount. So if you had like 1.5 million or $1 million, because I believe this business is about 90,000, or you know what? I'm gonna go over to my thingy thing and just have a look. We'll be right back. Quick cut. Alright, so this is my motorcycle club. Ooh, got some meth on my desk. Oh, and that's the other thing. You do get all kinds of little goodies and stuff in here. You can't interact with any of the goodies, but, kind of like the CEO thing, office. As you make product, you get things in your thingy thing. Anyway, what we're here for is to check out the prices of all the businesses and see what's what. So, this is worthless. I would say that this is probably not going to be worth the time and effort, any of these. The only difference in the price, I guess, would be the location. I don't think it gets any faster or you get any more profit. You're just, like this one, I think this is like more in downtown Los Santos. Yeah, this is more in downtown Los Santos. So you'd be able to sell to downtown Los Santos easier, which is more of a profit than selling in Blaine County, but... the weed farm, like I said, this is a good starter if you're limited on money. So if you only have like $90,000 or $80,000, I would suggest getting the one I have is cheaper than that. I don't remember the price, but it's this one here. This is the cheapest one. But you'll see that. I just don't see it anymore because I bought it already. Counterfeit cash. This is going to be in the middle of all of these. So this is probably going to be the medium of time and effort versus profit. But for my money, I mean, it's $845, and then the Meth Lab is like 9. The one I bought, I think, is 910,000, if I remember accurately. I would say the meth is the best bang for your buck. You're gonna get more of a profit. It's gonna take a little longer than the counterfeit, but you are gonna make more money. And you can see they're kind of in order of, so this would be like the quickest to make money, but you're gonna make very little money. So you may only make like $70,000. This one probably close to $100,000. The counterfeit cash probably like 110. The methamphetamines maybe 150. I don't know. I'm guessing at all of this because I haven't made a full stock on any of these businesses yet. Every time I do, I get raided and I die. And it's no fun. But I'm just kind of guesstimating. And then the cocaine, I think, is close to like 200K or something like that. I could be way off, but I just kind of know that they categorize it in lowest to highest. And also quickest to slowest. So you can kind of look at it like this will be the quickest. The forgery, the document forgery will be your quickest, but you're not going to make as much money. The cocaine is going to be your longest waiting period, but you're going to make a lot more money. Once again, if it was my money, if I had like $1 million or 900K, I would go for the methamphetamine lab. Plus, you can pretend that you're Walter White from Breaking Bad, and that's just fun. So, yeah, that's my little ditty on that. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please leave them down below. And, yeah, that'll do it for this guy.